What's up, y'all? What's up? I had to do this one. Um, you know, I just really had to take a step back and really examine the maturity level of everyone now, not just our leaders. You know what I mean? Like, how in God's name are we on such a primitive level that we're still shooting rockets? Like, we haven't stopped shooting rockets yet. You know that you see what I'm saying? Cause that when were they shooting? They were shooting rockets when the country was founded, right? So when was that? And we're still doing that? Like we haven't progressed any. I heard on the news that they were shooting those RPG rockets directly at people over there. I mean, like what? It's crazy, man. I mean, it's crazy, and it's like I don't see it stopping. I don't see us doing this and then people saying, you know what, this is out of control. I don't see anybody saying that. I don't see it, man. And it's been going on. War has been going on since the beginning of time, based on what I read in the Bible, whatever text we have. It seems like there's always a war, and we have to like choose the side that's good. You know what I mean? So this side, we're like the side Israel's supposed to be the good side. You know, I was gonna write a song about it, and I was like, nah, I don't even really feel like doing that. But one of the lines in the song was, "When you see motherfuckers flying out the sky on four wheelers, you might have to start to wonder why." You know what I'm saying? Like when you see some shit like, cause I haven't seen that in the movies. That is some fucking. I haven't seen that in the cartoons. That's some shit there. Did y'all see that? It was paragliding on to land on already sitting on a four wheeler. Like, you know. And then the whole like, the taking the ladies and everything like that. It's like you would think that the human race had progressed past that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You would think that because there has to be some kind of compassion after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you kidnapped a few people. You don't keep doing it. I mean, like, you're going to keep killing kids. Like, I mean, you just don't keep doing that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if people get, well, I do know what it is. What people do when they're at war with each other is they dehumanize the other side. So they're not looking at those people as though they're people. And you can get brainwashed like that. They do it in sports. They do it in sports. You know what I'm saying? And make the other side seem like the evil side or whatever it is, and it's like it's a lot easier to do things to people when you don't see them as a human. That's the main reason why slavery, um, lasted so long is because they were able to view us as less than a human being or like an animal. So easy not to give them their rights or treat them like, a human being. You know what I'm saying? So, I think this about the whole situation. I think that I can completely understand why the people over there. I don't really know what Hamas is about. I don't know for sure. Um, the Palestinians have been fighting for their land or equal rights or whatever they're fighting for over there because they're like so close to Israel. And then Israel's got the upper hand, and it's like Israel's really not it's to me, they're not. It's not their land, and I don't know exactly what happened. I think it has something to do with the Holocaust, and they got the land after the Holocaust. But it's been friction because of that. You know, it would be just like the Indians, like when the Americans first came over, the Indians was fighting back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, you coming here to take our stuff in this way. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be you're gonna have that now. What did they? The Indians they put them all into kill them all, or they don't have a way to rise up now. You see what I mean? So you're not gonna see that, but that it's there. That want from them is still there. It's just like black and white people. Like, see, slavery lasted so long that they were able to actually change our DNA. But before that, there was always that chance of uprise. And there's still a tinge of that here now. It's just not, it's not prevalent because now you've had all these generations of civilization, basically. So now we're not thinking, hey, let's go kill the white man. The white man is not afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, but it's the same thing. And it's just that those people over there, they weren't changed. They still feel like that their land was taken, just like the Indians' land was taken, just like we were taken. You see what I'm saying? Or the Africans should feel like their people were taken. They don't have that. They don't even have that kind of mindset. You see what I'm saying? To be upset about something like that. You got 10 Americans get taken, and we about to tear the damn world up. You have millions of Africans taken out of Africa, right? Enslaved in Africa. They didn't say one word about that, did they? You see what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't even really going to talk about this, but I did just want to make a video about it because it's there, it's sitting in everybody's face. So it's kind of like, okay, what do you say about this? To me, every time you get into these situations with there's a power gap, we're not mature enough to handle it. You always got to go overboard with that shit. And that's across the board. That's across the board. Whatever color you are. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Slavery would have lasted a lot longer if it wasn't so brutal. We would have still been slaves. The only reason why slavery was abolished is because the United States was embarrassed in front of the whole world. That's the only reason it got put on the stage. And the world was like, wait a minute. It's the same thing with like apartheid. The only reason why apartheid ended was because it got put on, a spotlight got put on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have ended. It was so out of control. If they hadn't gone so far with it, they still have apartheid. And to bring it all the way back to Israel, if they would have chilled the fuck out and gave them people some fucking decent living and some equal rights and feel like they part of something that really is theirs, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have motherfuckers flying out the fucking sky on four wheels on their ass. What? Hey, that's different. So anyway, I did want to just do that. Whenever there's something major like that, I don't want to act like it doesn't exist because I do keep up with the news, and I don't put a whole lot of news on here because it's just everywhere. But something like this, it's got a race type. It brings black people to a certain conclusion about it. You know what I'm saying? And it brings white people, I guess, to a certain conclusion. Because it's more like the black people are like, we're not on. I don't think any black people support terrorism. I don't even really know what Hamas is about. I don't know if they just like ISIS or what. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep up with the terrorist organizations' names and stuff. I'm just saying, like, the Palestinians, I know they've been taking it pretty bad over there. You know what I'm saying? So basically getting the shorter end of the stick all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have to be like that. You know? A lot of people, they got a hard time understanding how to win. They don't understand how to take the win, you know? They got to go too far with it. You just take the win and move on. You know, then everybody's happy. There was some history. The was it the Queen of England? I think it was. She was all the peasants and everything were outside protesting or whatever. And I probably got this story wrong, but you'll get the gist of it. They were out there protesting and stuff, and the queen tells them to let them eat cake, something like that, right? And they end up breaking in the palace and cutting her head off and everything like this. And you know, that's the thing. You know, you got the people out there. You know, I mean, if you can help them, you know what I'm saying. And that's the thing that I don't understand about this world. It's like it's frustrating because I've seen that throughout my life where I don't know, and I don't know. That's gonna have to be another video because I've seen where people are basically just abusing their power, or what they're doing is being what's the word for it? Oblivious. They're being oblivious, and they're being blatant with it. You know what I'm saying? So the United States, they gotta say they were Israel. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it. You know, because that's our boy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's let's hope it doesn't get to the point where the United States have to jump in. Because then when we get in there, you know, it's shocking all time. Goddamn it, shit. We ain't we ain't seen. We got that ship over there. You know what that means? That don't mean no soldiers coming in there. They not gonna move a muscle. You know how we do it. It'd be about 50 missiles coming over at you. And they not gonna miss. Them niggas, they don't miss. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope it doesn't turn into something like that, man. You know what I mean? And let's hope they don't come over here again with that shit. Because, you know, that's not the way they fight and the way we fight just don't work out. It just goes on and on and on. And that's why I said it doesn't seem like we've learned any lessons after the Iraq War. You know, what was another one? The Desert Storm or whatever the fuck it was. Just seems like now with, you know, cell phones and laptops, us flying out in space and stuff like, just seems like now we wouldn't be shooting rockets at women point blank range. Just, you know, that's just kind of how I see it. But hey, I'm Ramo Retrac, baddest man on YouTube.